Welcome back in, everybody, to the second series of this day. It is going to be the rest of the Eastern European region here. And again, coming into the second series, it's going to be YNT versus RISE Esports. YNT, Lucas, Igor, I can never say it, it's BB3, Bignum and Slayer coming up against RISE, which is going to be Denosric, Dodrin, Blizzy, Arrow, and Black Archangel. So some names there in the lower division that are a little bit familiar, if you have been following along with the Eastern European region. Rise, a little bit more well known, I think, but Bignum, Slayer, and Igor, all players on the side of YNT that have been around for, they've established themselves in that tier 2, tier 3 system and do seem to be able to get through and consistently perform. So we'll see today who's going to come out on top here, the second series of the Eastern European region between Rise and YNT. And I'm looking forward to seeing, again, maybe we get some different picks. A few surprises in the draft, hopefully, fingers crossed. We didn't actually see any Rickies in that last series. I don't think it was banned. The team's just completely ignoring it, but YNT comes straight out, ban out the train. And again, the train with a ranged carry at the minute looks incredibly, incredibly strong. So YNT want to be taking that straight out and forcing Rise to ban out this Lina. And do they do it? Because the Beastmaster goes here from YNT. So Rise, what are they going to ban? YNT could go straight for it. Rise respond then. Yeah, the Death Prophet's going to be banned out here from Rise, so more fearful of the Death Prophet than they are of the Lina. So the Lina gets picked up here for YNT immediately on that here from their side. Rise, how are they going to try and respond to this? Clockwork, Rubik, Tusk still available. All heroes that you do see in that first phase. Snapfire. Snapfire had a good series last series on the side of Hydra. Looked really good. And again, they might go for the Faceless Void here on Rise.
Radiant
If they can combine it with something like... Okay, so they go for the Rubik.
Это что за слова такие? Это что за слова такие?
And the Clockwork. So that's the support duo. And... well then, do they go for a Drow? Pick up an early shard on the Drow Ranger,
10
maybe?
seconds remaining.
Because the Clockwork is a nice defensive blocky hero. In the lane... okay, Tusk comes out from YNT. So that is going to be the first lean on the first Tusk of the day. Being able to close that gap. You've got the save for the Lina as well. If the Lina gets locked down between being able to get off, I assume the BKB and the Satanic, because the usual build that we see for the Linas is that the Falcon's Blade into the Boots of Travel, you get a quick BKB after that, you go for a Satanic, and then either a Hurricane Pike or a Silver Edge in there somewhere as well. I wonder what they're going to lane with the Lina, though. This Tusk could be a 5 if they want to lane it with the Lina, but usually goes between the 4 and the 2. Because the Ursa gets taken away, as well as the Enigma Phoenix being taken out here from Rise. So maybe expecting something like a... no, I don't know, maybe like a Mars to come out on the side of YNT in that position 3.
5 seconds remaining.
Rise. Again, this is probably going to be the support duo. The Tusk can get the saves off with the Snowball if the Clockwork comes in from a hook from a distance. And... yeah, then the Lina can follow up. I mean, it does mean that the Tusk... I wouldn't mind seeing the Tusk position too. I know it is an early pick. They can flex this off if a... I mean, what does deal with the Tusk in the draw? Because he's pretty good against the Lesh. Maybe not against the Ember Spirit, though the Ember Spirit might have his number in the mid lane. They're going to go for the bat. And again, I can only say so many times how much I dislike this hero in the current setup. Because you've got the Rubik and the Clockwork and the Bat Rider. Where is your damage going to come from? From these 3 heroes, when those BKBs start to come out? Who does the damage? Who's going to be your physical right-click hero? They could go for someone like the Terrorblade. Can click from a distance in that Metamorphosis form. Has the Sunder as well. If you can get close to the Lina, get that Sunder off. Even if the Lina has a Satanic, he does build a Skadi as well. I just think with the prevalence of Lotuses and Lincolns and purges at the minute. The Bat Rider is suffering, and the damage that he outputs isn't worth the trade-off for the lasso. But we'll see. We'll see what YNT... I mean, Lena across all regions. We're going to look at some stats, because we know stats don't lie. But before today, across all regions, Lena had a 55% win rate. So it's not just that,
Dire team pick.
you know, the hero is running away. It is losing matches, as Omni Knight's going to be picked here for YNT. And again, Guardian Angel comes out, the Bat Rider jumps in, the Guardian Angel comes out. You've got the extra heals coming out from this Omni Knight as well. What do you really do?
10 seconds remaining.
So Rise,
5 seconds
again, the big right
remaining.
clicker in the Ursa is down.
Radiant
They could go for
team
something like
pick.
the Shadow Fiend, Snapfire. So, Omni, do you put the Tusk in the safe lane with the Lena, put the Omni in the off lane with the Snapfire? Could still be a mid Snapfire, you know, it doesn't have to be the off lane Snapfire. We've seen it perform on both roles today.
5
Pretty
seconds
well, actually, from
remaining.
Hydra. They know how to play around that Snapfire. What do I want in the mid lane? Something like a Puck, maybe for YNT. Offers a bit more control, so the Snapfire ultimate cases would be more effective. Offers some protection up against the Lena as well. But again, it could still be that mid Tusk as well. It might not be the support Tusk.
Dire
Pango
team
wouldn't be too bad for YNT. Centaur comes out from Rice. Okay, so the Rubik Centaur combo is something that Spirit were running through the Xmas show, as well as the start of the season. Centaur were on it. I mean, it was collapse on Centaur. He just looked absolutely amazing. And the Rubik setup,
10
so you get the Rubik
seconds
telekinesis
remaining.
back into the Hoof Stomp coming out from the Centaur. You've got the Fade Bolt as well as the
5
double edge for
seconds
burst damage.
remaining.
So if you can get on top of the Lena in the safe lane, this is a pretty powerful combo. But it's just how close a Rai is going to be able to get to the Lena here from YNT.
Radiant team back.
Drow gets banned out for YNT, and again, we talked. I talked about it. There's no we here. Well, it's me and you. You know, me and you, chat. It's me and you. We're the we. But there is
Dire
no
team ban.
way that YNT let that Drow Ranger go through, especially with the Clockwork. The Clockwork at the minute again. They ban out the Mars, so something that gets the
Radiant
lockdown
team
can protect
ban.
onto the Lena. As the Sniper gets banned out here from YNT, can trade from a distance up against the Lena. If the Lena can't get close to you, can't burst you down, can't heal up with that Satanic, you know, Sniper is a decent pick up against the Lena. But maybe you want something here that does get an... And again, if they want to go for it, Rise,
10
the
seconds
Terrorblade
remaining.
is still available. Goes for the Skadi, goes for the Sunder, so trades off the Lena when he does pop that
5
Satanic,
seconds
heals himself back
remaining.
up to full. The Terrorblade just says, yoink, thank you very much, and takes the life right back.
Dire team pick.
So they ban out the Doom. So maybe like, ooh, what is still there? Morphlin? Maybe get the Slark isn't banned. Yeah, Slark up against the Lena. You've got the Shadow Dance, so the Lena can't
10
heal if she can't hit
seconds
you.
remaining.
In a bubble, like in a vacuum as well, obviously. You've got the other teammates that the Lena could try and focus
5
down.
seconds remaining.
So YNT, what's going to be the final pick? It's... I mean, even the Tusk underneath the Bat Rider isn't that bad. If you do start to see the Bat Rider come towards you, you know, you can snowball into him and waste a lot of that Firefly timing. The Walrus Punch at level 6 as well. It's a decent amount of damage you put out onto that Bat Rider, but they might run the Tusk as a support. We get an Omni support, so what, you're looking for the offlane Snapfire, the safe lane Tusk support. Omni Knight is the position 4. Again, you could run the Omni Knight 5, Tusk and Snapfire. Tusk and Snapfire actually be a really good lane. The aggression that comes out from the shards into the cookie, and then you've got the snowball to follow up and the scatterblast. That's a lot of control in that off lane. And Omni Knight being able to keep the lane pretty healthy as well in the safe lane. So YNT, yeah, they go for the Lash. Bat doesn't really have any gap closing capabilities, so if Lash sees the Firefly coming out, can drop the lightning into the split earth, slow down that barrier, but the Batrider gets the knockback with a flame break.
10 seconds remaining.
So this mid lane, it might come down to player skill.
5 seconds remaining.
And not one hero being better than the other. I mean, the Batrider, we've seen in Division 1, a couple of Batriders win the lanes up against the Lash, but again, the Lash, he gets that Bloodstone out, he comes in with the Pulse Nova as well as the Diabolic Edict, starts dropping lightning bolts in your face, and he just sustains with the Bloodstone.
Weaver. You may now
So gonna go
select
with the
your
Weaver.
heroes.
Okay. Hard to lock down. Denozeric does like the Weaver as well, so hard to lock down. How's that time lapse for a save as well if it gets low? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to look past YNT's lineup. Lash and Lina, at the minute, even the Tusk in that position 4. At the minute, do just look the better heroes in those roles. Like, maybe not the optimal heroes. But yeah, it is going to be the offlane Snapfire. Bignum coming through there in the position 4. So it's going to be the Tusk Snapfire offlane. And Weaver, if they've got reveal for this Weaver, you know, it is pretty deadly, this combo. So Weaver, not really the highest health hero. He's going to be relying on that Sakuchi to get himself away. But if he's trapped in the Ice Shards, if he's being cookied, controlled, the Scatter Blast for the burst damage coming through, Weaver could have a really hard time in this lane. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how Denozeric plays this. But I'm just looking at YNT's lineup. Apart from the Omni Knight, every hero in this lineup seems to be like the most optimal. But before we get into this series, guys, before we get into the first game, we are going to be taking a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, second series of the day, first game here, and looking through, well, I don't know, I'd probably give it over to YNT, but I'm not the mastermind. Yeah, Rise, you can see the odds here. YNT a little bit more favored, only just though, you know, it is going to be close because, again, the Division 2 teams, there's not really a big divide between the teams. Anybody on the day can beat anybody. You can see YNT here coming down to this early draft. Have a little bit of an advantage, but it could turn on its head fairly easily. So, yeah, I'm not going to say that they're going to run over. YNT are going to run over Rise here.
30
but I think if they get the start that they... You know, where the teams are going even and no one's really contested like we saw in the last series where early on there wasn't a lot of aggression coming through. I think YNT have the better build-up. I think they're in for an easier time in the team fights as well. So, I mean, we'll see how this is going to fall. As the horn does sound. In the river, no contest. You can see the Dodrin's already moving himself away. Yeah. Oh, did they actually wait here? The ward's down, though. They know 3 heroes are here. So they're going to go around the long way. And you can see them already starting to move. Yeah, Lina getting through. Do they catch up in time? The 3 heroes up here. Arrow, Black Archangel, and Blizzy not going to be able to get the catch out onto the Lina. Slayer going to be close. But, yeah, not going to be able to get themselves back. Arrow with some harasses. Blizzy comes through with the body blocks, and you got the TP from the Clockwork now as well. On to Bignum on the bottom lane, but on this top lane. Oops, Snowball actually coming out to Archangel. How much damage can this Tusk do? It's just a little bit of, you know, it's not a massive amount, no kill potential, but Archangel, just to say he knows he's there. You know, welcome to the lane. Denozeric already taking a lot of damage. Again, trying to use that Sakuchi forward. Where are the... This is a really nice sentry that you can see just in the trees, tucked just ahead of the range of the tier 1 tower, where Denozeric wants to be playing around. So you can get aggressive with this around the level 2 of Bignum and BB. When the cookies start to fly through, when these ice shards start to come out, you are going to have the vision and the lockdown. And it's going to be up to Archangel. Ooh, they're going to be able to get the lockdown onto Denoz Rick again. But he was mid Sakuchi, so he's going to be able to get himself back towards that tier 1 here. It is going to be up to Archangel to provide the protection here on the lane for the Weaver, which your supports are supposed to do. But he needs to be on point with these cogs, with these battery assaults to stop the Weaver from being jumped. They even get the D-ward off. Okay, so that's expensive for the supports. Bignum, it's going to be even more he has to invest. Bottom lane, we'll carry on seeing how that wraps up. As the harass coming out here, Snowball, Battery Assault, it's going to be all of Archangel's mana. Close to the tier 1 as well, so no harass, not enough damage. And Archangel, he's got himself a Mango. So if he wants to, the Battery Assault is back up. Top lane though. Flicking over to take a look here. Arrow's going to be taking some harass. Slayer is a melee support, so Arrow is going to have that trade-off with the telekinesis with Fade Ball. But are they connect with the LSA? Do they have enough damage to take Blizzy down? Level 2's not likely, especially when the Fade Bolt starts to fly through there as well. Doesn't connect onto the Lina actually. And Slayer, the first point into Heavenly Grace and the Hammer of Purity, so no point into the Purification just yet. Mid lane, how is this looking? Dodrin, he's stepping up Ego though. The lightning does start to fly through, so Ego with the 4 stacks of the Sticky Napalm on him. But Dodrin, level 3, so he's holding that point, maybe for the Flame Break to get that long-range harass. And Ego, he's just able to throw out this. Well, he does actually land that Split Earth. Now Dodrin, the Flame Break comes through with the Sticky Napalm's Ego. He's just going to have to go for the TP. Dodrin hit that level 4, but again, with no control, Flame Break doesn't cancel TPs anymore. Not underneath the tier 1 tower there. Dodrin, it does force out the TP, but the Firefly is going to be used the Sticky Napalm. Yo, he's low on mana. And that's going to be his last bottle charger as well. Caught by the Split Earth. So a decent amount of harass coming out from Ego. But Ego, he doesn't have that bottle just yet. He's actually going to be going towards a full 1. So not going for the bottle. And Ego, 5 Sticky Napalm stack. Dodrin, he's trying to force Ego back. But how's he looking in terms of last hits? He is right up there actually. Finding a lot of denies up against the Lash. So Ego's having a little bit of trouble in this lane. Arrow, he's not got the pull off. He might just look to get a ward up. In fact, does he look for the rotation? Because Bignum's rotating in here on the Tuss. Might try and make something happen because the Lash, it does seem like Dodrin's coming out on top. Lash needs to get something back from this lane. So a kill on the Batrider would be very handy. You know, picking up the first blood as well. Be really handy for the Lash to get, but he's just going to be moving himself down towards the water runners at the top lane. Telekinesis into the Stomp. This is the combo that I was talking about. And Lucas, even the Slayer, trying to get himself in with the Heavenly Grace. You know, not going to be able to get the save off. No points into Purification as well for that extra heal. Which I am surprised about with this Omni. How's the bottom lane looking? In terms of net worth, all 3 cards, I mean, God, we're only 4.5 minutes in. So it's not like it's... Oh, mid lane though. He might actually be able to make a move. Ego's going to be taking a lot of damage. The Split Earth comes through. TPs. Do they not have enough of the Heavenly Grace? And Dodrin, he might go down here. One more anything. The bottle charges. It's going to be enough to keep him alive. Ego, he was moving himself away to keep himself safe from the Firefly. And he just didn't get the damage onto the Batrider. Dodrin's going to be forced back to base. As the top lane, they make a move underneath the tier 1 tower. Lucas, LSA is going to connect. And bottom lane, some harass being thrown out as well. You can see that Archangel, he's just trying to move himself around. Trying the farm, but on the top lane, yeah, Lucas, he might be able to get what's telekinesis. They have the damage with the Fade Bolt coming through, and they've got Lucas low. This time the Heavenly Grace will give that restore over to Lucas. So he's going to have some sustain. Even if he's out, yeah, the Tango being passed across as well to the Lina. So Lina's going to have an alright time. He's got a decent amount of mana with the Falcon's Blade as well. Well, we're seeing just how deadly the telekinesis into the Stomp combo is from the side of RISE. Oh, Slayer. He sees Arrow. Arrow, does he want to go for the telekinesis though? Slayer. Dodrin's rotating over. Slayer's going to walk into it, tries to pick up the rune. It's going to be the Invis bottled off by Dodrin. And Slayer's going to take a lot of harass from that. Rune does spawn bottom, but Bignum's rotated close. So does he want to try and get Harassy onto the Batrider here? Dodrin, again, he's going to be going for the Boots of Travel. Usual build you see coming out from the Batrider, the Boots into either the BKB or the Force Staff. Dodrin, does he want to try and chase down? Ego's going to be out of mana, and the Lasso's going to be coming through. The Invis going for the extra mana, going to try and get himself in. And Dodrin, the damage is going to be enough, and Dodrin gets the kill. Snowball now. Bignum, but he's down on the low ground. The Firefly, it gets Bignum close. But because the Firefly down to the low ground and he's kept up onto the high ground here, Dodrin should be able to survive through it. And Bignum, what level is he? He's only level 3. So he wouldn't have had the Walrus Punch anyway. Slayer. He walks past an Observer Ward. He might be able to get the catch. Blizzy eaten behind and on the bottom lane. Archangel, he's trying to get that D-Ward off. So he is going to be able to clean up the D-Ward, just unblock the camp as Bignum looking to rotate back into the mid lane. Can they get the kill as Archangel? He's down on the bottom lane alone here, BB. Needs to be careful about these two heroes. Yeah, Archangel, he might just try and walk himself up, but BB is going to be a little bit faster, has that cookie as well. The cookie actually comes out into the creep. So Archangel with the battery assault. The damage, he's not going to be able to get close down here, and BB should be fine. Even with that sword being dropped, the Conks do go down though. Ice shards, Black Archangel is going to be trapped into this. Snapfire doesn't have a lot of mana left, has that stick though. Archangel, Snowball comes through. BB gets the kill with Scatter Blast.
I ain't that old.
In terms of net worth, again, Nosric, he's still racking it up. He still looks okay on this Weaver. The combo coming through Snapfire, even opting for an early point into the little Shredder to get the Harass out onto the Clockwork. But I wonder if... No, Bignum, he's going to be moving out, trying to get some stacks happening. As the mid lane, Dodrin, he's found up his as well in the top part. He even finds himself a double damage rune. He's got that lasso in the next 15 seconds. The Firefly is going to be down here, but Dodrin, does he want to look for a rotation? Maybe go on the bottom lane with that lasso. I mean, Arrow, he's finding some solo experience while Dodrin was farming stacks. So Rubik, close to that level 5. Omni Knight keeping pace. Clockwork, only level 3.5. So yeah, I assume the tome 10 minutes goes the way of the clock. Slayer's going to see Arrow. Hammer Purity comes through. Bignum, does he want to try and close the gap? Yeah, there is going to be the snowball though, was those ice shards not going to fly through. And Arrow, he gets off with a warning this time. Could have potentially, maybe not. The Lina would have had to rotate in as well. Lina just trying to farm up in the jungle. You see underneath that ward is Blizzy. Does he get caught out? Did they have the damage to take him down? It's only going to be Blizzy up against Slayer here. Slayer with the extra damage from that purification. And Blizzy's a big tanky boy. The 2 rings of protection as well as the Vanguard. On lane though, the chase comes out. BB Swarm's going to be dropped to BB. Can he get himself away from this? He's trying to use that little shredder to get the Swarm off, and he does. You want top lane, telekinesis. They found out onto Lucas. Lucas, the snowball comes through, gets the sun onto both, but the stampede there as well. Lucas, the chase down the Laguna Blade comes up, but Blizzy, again, really tanky, trying to go for the TP away, and Blizzy should be able to get himself out. Nothing to cancel that off. And this is kind of the issue with the Omni Knight. Igor was rotating in, but you have a support with no lockdown. Doesn't even have the degen aura anymore for the slow. So if the LSA is not there from Lucas, you know, there's no way to stop that TP from getting away. Lucas is having a decent amount of time. I say this, Lucas on the top lane. They're going to be able to get the last one, the drag back now as well with the Firefly. The Flame Blade comes out. And Dodrin gets the kill onto Lucas. So I was just about to say how good a time he's getting. I preemptively cast a cursed him without finishing the sentence here. As Archangel finding that solo XP in the mid lane. Yeah, he does have that tome queued up as well. So wants to get towards that level 6. And the solo XP in the mid lane is going to help him to get towards that. As Denozeric on the bottom lane being left alone. Finding the damage onto the tier 1. That's a lot of harass. And usually you do see the carries at this point leave the lane, go to the jungle, look for the farm. But Denozeric, he just looks so comfortable finding the aggression onto this tier 1 tower. And maybe he actually tries to take this one down before moving off to join the rest of his team. In fact, BB takes some damage from the Sakuchi. Yeah, Germinate attacker there as well. But BB, he's going to be able to heal himself up. He's got the Seeds of Serenity. As Denozeric just continues to get that farm.
Sit, burn.
Pause-wise, Blizzy, how's he looking? Going towards the blink. Arrow's going to be close as well. Is BB going towards? He is. BB's going to go towards Greaves. Okay, webcam troubles.
There's a snag in your plans.
That is acceptable. Lucas in the jungle as well. Looking towards that Maelstrom. He's what? About 800 gold. Off the Maelstrom. Top lane, Igor. He wants the Bloodstone. He's been... Oof. Both Lucas and Igor not having a great time. And yeah, you can see YNT. Still the favorites. Again, potentially the stronger heroes, the best in-slot heroes for each role. But at the minute, Rise having a good time. And again, not too far off YNT's odds as well. So it's not like there's a massive gulf. EGB thinks this one. It's quite even for the minute. Okay, we get the go. Do we get the go? Are we just being teased? Yeah, on post coming through. Clock as well. Has he already used the tome? Has it come out to him already? Okay. He might have actually given it over to the Rubik. Yeah, it looks like, no, that was the Clock Courier giving Arrow the tome. I suppose he's getting solo farm in the mid lane, so he is going to be able to find these levels. You know, you can see that already at level 5 here on Black Archangel. Lucas has moved into the mid lane, looking to just make sure it's not completely pushed in. And getting close to the Maelstrom as well, only about 150, 170 gold off.
Dire's top
So
tower
one ancient
is under
stack, you know,
attack.
that is a decent ancient stack there as well. The double stack so easily found up from Lucas. While this is going on though, top lane, Blizzy will be able to
Dire's
take down that
top
tier 1
has
tower.
fallen.
And can they go for more?
Radiant are scanning.
Because Centaur has that Stampede. So if the Bat, he doesn't even need the Blink to get on top of anyone. Going towards that BKB here now, Bat. There you go. Oh, Bignum though. In the river, Flame Break, it actually pushing him out. It's going to be the Snowball coming through now as well. Archangel, most of the kisses are going to start to fly through. The lasso from the Bar Rider though. Locking down onto the Tusk. Tusk, what can he do? What was stolen? It's going to be the Ice Shards. So multi-kiss is not enough to get the kill onto Dodrin, and Tusk will pay with his life.
Dire's
As
bottom
Denos
tower
Rick,
is under attack.
he just keeps to push out this bottom lane. Yeah, and Dino, it's going to be the Maelstrom flying out for him. Blizzy slowed down. Hammer of Purity comes through. Again,
Dire's top tower
he
is under
doesn't
attack.
care.
Dire are scanning.
2 hero smoke coming through now from Rise. Do they get the jump onto Lucas? Level 6 hook shot underneath the tier 1 tower. They want to go for this. The cogs are going to be coming out now as well. Snowball onto Denozeric, but the LSA connects. They get the kill onto the Lina anyway. And Bignum just puts himself in danger. BB rotates down. Telekinesis Bignum taking a whole lot of damage. He might be able to get the kill onto the Clockwork from it, but they are going to lose 2 there. On the side of YNT, Denozeric gets a good clean-up. Archangel with a kill onto Lucas as well. Underneath the tier 1 tower, that shows you how unafraid Rise are at the minute. And Lucas, he did finish off the Maelstrom before he went down. It's going to be straight into the BKB. For the Lina, no boots of travel, nothing like that. Just straight boots BKB here, I think. Mid lane. I mean, the lasso was used on the Tusk. So it looks like Bat is just going to be comfortable. Yeah, Dodrin here, just looking for the farm. Looking for the next item. Getting closer towards that BKB. Still about 1,700 gold away from completing. But at the minute, Rise just not being pressured, so he is going to be able to find that farm. Igor just trying to drop the Pulse Nova now as well. Doesn't have a lot of mana left. Has that bottle though. Igor, what's he going to be able to do? Just trying to use the stick charges for 1 charges. As Blizzy, Stampede is going to be used, but Bignum, he's already used the Walrus Punch, and it looks like this time Blizzy just going to be able to gallop himself
Dire's
away from
bottom
danger.
tower is under attack.
The Centaurs gallop? I think they do, right? Oh, lasso, drive back, Omni Knight. Let's see your God save you from this one here, Omni. Slayer going to be taking a whole lot of damage. The cookie comes out. Is that going to be Divine Interference here? As Bignum might be the one to go down, but Heavenly Grace, it does keep Bignum going. Purification as well. 1 point in that if needs to be used. And Slayer, Bignum, both get out alive, so maybe the Omniscience actually shining here on Slayer for once this match.
Без негатива, ладно?
Archangel in the mid lane. Just again, soaking that solo XP. Wants to go... Does he actually have the 4-staff coming up? No. Okay, it's going to be wards. It's going to be smoke. So, the Nozric here. He's got himself a fluffy hat. But yeah, no 4-staff just yet. Bottom, the Nozric just keeps going. He's not leaving this lane. It's like team fights. What team fights? There's farm to be had here. He does just continue to push out here on the bottom lane. Lucas is going to be close. Omni-Knight here as well. LSA actually connects. Did he have the vision though? He's in that Sakuchi and Denosric. No reveal. Slayer. Oh, he didn't have the dust for the reveal and Denosric. He's going to be spotted out now. But yeah, no sentry. No dust. No kill. And he finally moves himself off the bottom lane into the mid lane to help push out Dodrin as well on the Batrider. Yeah, you can see the Denosric just moving himself
Dire's
around.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So Dino on the front line has that time that's available as well. Blizzy, you can see again. Nearly 2k health, 6 armor. He's even got the pipe as well, which is going to be immediately able to pop. And it looks like they're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Even the Walrus punch coming out. I mean, Ego's standing on these front lines. He's just going to be dragged back in with the lasso. Trying to sustain. He has that bloodstone up, but he's still going to be burnt down. And Denozaric, he gets the kill. And the hookshot comes out into Lucas. Lucas going to get himself away. The double damage rune onto the Weaver. Laguna Blade's going to be thrown out. He gets the kill onto Archangel. But there's going to be even more. And Slayer at least can get that TP away. 3 heroes dead. Denozaric still has the double damage rune. He immediately gets bashed by Roche for his hubris to move alone into the pit. Yeah, and Denozaric, he's just... I mean, the double damage rune is going to be wearing off, but he's top of that at work. He's going to be able to get himself this Roche without a lot of contest, because Lina is only just going to be coming back alive. So Flare 2 for the extra damage from the clockwork. I wonder if Flock gets nerfed a little bit, because he does seem to be the go-to position 5 for a lot of teams at the minute. Maybe just put the hookshot timer up a little bit. I don't know, the power cog timer as well.
Tower is under attack.
Because you don't want to overdo it, right? You don't, I mean, 60 seconds at level 1, 30 seconds at level 3 on the hookshot. You maybe put it up so the hook is, I don't know, like 75, 60, 45 or something like that. Because you're coming into the late game, and Archangel, he's just going to be able to get hooks off left, right, and center. As the Nozric, he just continues to get the pressure out onto the towers.
Is under attack.
Oh boy.
Lucas. I mean, look at this, Archangel and Raro. They're rotating. They're going to back up Dodon with a 3-man smoke. As the Nozric and Blizzy just keep pushing out for that tier 2. So we'll see where... If we take a look at them, yeah. The heroes on the side of Rise. We're going to be able to find with the smoke. Bignum, he could be in trouble with that hookshot point blank. Battery still going to be used, and yeah, the cogs get dropped. Snowball, not going to be super effective, and the damage coming through. Even the Split Earth stolen. Black Archangel going to be able to get the kill, and now the next jump. Slayer trying to do what he can. Hammer of Purity coming through. Can he survive through this one? He's already used that Heavenly Grace. Now, he's going to be burst down, and Dodrin gets the kill without even using the lasso. Lucas, he might be stalking him. Lucas, don't come back into this. Mr. Nozaric. He's looking for that. No blink onto the Batrider, no 4-staff, so not going to be able to close the gap before Lucas gets onto the high ground. But 11-3 here, Rise just forcing YNT right back into the base. So Dodrin just continues to farm with a Firefly. And with the regen rune as well, if you can keep using these sticky node palms from a distance. That's the one thing, right? He needs the Stampede, and the Stampede's been used. It's 40 seconds away. Thank you, handy dandy
Dire's
timers.
middle tower is under attack.
At the top of the UI. This is going to be a nice one. The Donofric, though, he's going to be able to drop that swarm. Snowball comes through. You're going to be dragged back into the rest of the team. Arrow, he's stolen the Scatter Blast, Ice Shards, but the Telekinesis comes out. It's even going to be the hook shot on the back lines. And Archangel, can he chase down onto BB? BB gets himself back up into the high ground. But they're still looking to put the pressure on here, Rise. And Rise, Doden still has that lasso. I don't think I've seen Weaver need to use a time-lapse once yet. He has that Aegis going towards a nullifier now as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So really, what do YNT do into this? Cookie comes out, and Blizzy takes the aggro. There is still that range creep as well. He's going to be taking some damage, so to Nosveric. He just comes back in, and this time with the catapult. Oh, Igor. Is he able to get the split earth? He's not. There is a sentry down, though. If they can get the jump onto Dino. Snowball, Scatterblast comes out, and Bignum. The Snowball, it's going to crumble, and so might Bignum here with 3 heroes around. Multi-cases are going to be dropped, but there's going to be Blizzy with the Stampede. Dino, he wants to come in. Clockwork with the hook shot now as well. The cog pushback. Laguna Blade comes out. But again, Dino still has the time lapse if he wants. He still has that Aegis. And they're going to be able to get the kill onto Slayer. Can they go for even more from this LSA Connect? He might be able to pop this Aegis, but Lucas, what can they do? The buyback came out from Slayer. Do they have the lockdown? The 4-star forward. Archangel, he catches 2 inside the cogs. And Dino, the damage, it's going to be the cookie to get Lucas away. Slayer. Well, the Clockwork does go down. Telekinesis, though. This might actually be the kill onto Lucas. Yeah, Dino picks it up. He's going to be able to go for even more. The Swarm's going to be dropped. Dino Zavrik, he's looking really darn strong at the minute. How do you deal with this Weaver? Oof, he did have to use his BKB. That's nice. Burst charge on the BKB. You know, the Aegis was popped. Didn't have to use the time-lapse, though. Yeah, you can see the damage there. I mean, Lena put out 5k damage. So they got a couple of pickoffs from that, but with the Aegis as well, it's a decent trade. Arrow, what did he steal? He steals a Dragon Slave. So, further faster barrier here with the Arcane Supremacy. On the Rubik. Children. We can see Igor is still looking to get the farm off. He's actually got the Kaya. So he wants the Sanjin Kaya, he wants that survivability. It will be a nice boost of damage coming out from the Kaya as well, but the Centaur already has a pipe. He's going to be going towards a Crimson Guard as well. Crimson Guard, an item that you don't usually see. Blizzy being spotted by the ward. 3-man rotation from
Radiant
YNT.
are scanning.
Or is this just to protect Lucas while Lucas finds some farm? Yeah, Snap as well. Going towards the Axe. Who do you throw in there? Bignum, maybe? Because whoever's coming in is coming into a Telekinesis, a Hookshot, a Lasso, a Stampede, Stomp. Yeah, Snapfire, unless... That is... it. Ooh. I think it's got to be Bignum. Unless it's just going to be a defensive one. You know, being able to get the Gobble Up spit out. We saw it in the last series where the Snapfire did get the Ags, and anytime any of his carries were in danger, anytime any of his cores were in danger, Gobble Up, spit them out away from the aggression coming out from the other team.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lizzie looking for the farm. In the triangle, he's going to have the Crimson Guard as well. So Blink, Crimson, and Pipe for the Centaur. He's running full utility here at the minute. And Rise, they're making use of it. 15k, excuse me, 10k net worth lead with 15 kills to the 4 of YNT.
That should help.
Dodrin has his own Blink Archangel, sticking with the shovel. Lucas just continues to farm. Looking for the next big item, has that BKB up. Already used it once. So actually going into the Dragonlance. So the extra distance, the Hurricane Pike would be nice as well if you get jumped out by the Centaur. You'll just be able to create that distance and get extra right-click speed onto the Centaur will be nice. But again, Crimson Guard comes out from the Centaur. 2.4k health. I realistically don't know how you get through this. Because he is a big tanky boy. Smoke's going to break. Blizzy, does he want to go for the blink? There's going to be the cookie away, but Dodred immediately into the lasso. Centaur Stomp not even going to be needed here. And BB trying to do what he can with the damage of that little Shredder. But Danos Viveric, he's going to be able to get the kill. Warrior's Punch comes out. Cogs have been dropped. Yeah, the Force Staff away, so the Snowball going to lead Bignum on a merry chase. One that he probably didn't want to go on now. The Stampede's coming out. LSA's going to connect. He's going to be jumping down to the backlines now as well. Bignum's already dead. Can they get the kill onto Lucas? Igor trying to do what he can with the Bloodstone regen. They might be able to get the kill onto the Clockwork. The buyback comes out from the Snapfire. And so does the Morty Cases. But Rise, they're done. They're out. They're going. They're on the way. You've had enough. Or are they? Arrow blinks in. Igor, Stomp comes out. They might be able to get the kill onto Lesh with the cookie. Oh, Swarm going to be used now as well. BB can try and use that little shredder if he wants to. Oh, what a tough cooldown. Godrin. He's just diving through this now as well. Denotteric, they're going to be able to dive tier 3s. Do they want to go even further onto this? The Batrider trying to use that Firefly to get in and around. He even gets himself away from the danger. Takes down the tower there, Denotteric, and then just moves himself forward. Gets the kill onto BB. So a lot of damage coming out. Dodrin, he is continuing to farm up the top lane. If we take a look at the damage done there as well, the Weaver, nearly 5k damage. Lena got nothing done, and Weaver just ripped through there with the 5k, 4.6k damage in that fight. Roche going to be about a minute and a half away here as well. Denotteric just keeps pushing out this top lane. As Weaver, it's going to be the Glepnir. He's going to have that full control. Archangel. Right, Archangel has a rocket flare. He's just choosing to sit in the Roche pit. He's just like, I'm chilling. I got a bit of time. I don't need to be anywhere. There's nothing urgent for me to try and deal with, so I can just sit in the Roche pit for a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to take a break. Hands off the keyboard. Stretching out as Arrow. LSA connects onto Slayer. Stolen LSA here now as well. They've got that telekinesis dragging down to the low ground. And Dino, he is on a godlike spree. And Archangel's still in the Roche pit. Yeah, who needs hook shots? Who needs battery assaults? Let me just give it a quick stretch out here in the Roche pit. Incoming! He's got the Cartiers on. He's relaxing. He's chilling. He's having fun. And Arrow. I mean, the LSA is really nice to set up with the telekinesis while you've got a guaranteed stun there. Roche, 15 seconds away, so both supports are at the minute. They're just like, yeah, I'm going to chill. I got my shovel. I can dig up a kobold every so often, but for now, he's making the most of it. Supports don't really get a lot of downtime. Holidays, time off, what's that? You're a support. Go put down some wards. And then throw your life away from me. Rise right back into this pit, uncontested. There is a double damage rune here at the top part of the map. Lucas might make a beeline towards it, but while he's doing this, Roshan is quickly going to fall.
Roshan is falling to Radiant.
So what can they do with it? Who got the shard?
Coming in.
Did they give it over to Rubik? Did Rubik already have his? No, he didn't, right? That's the Rubik shard.
Radiant are scanning.
Bignum, he's self-teased here on the cliff, playing that living ward. Slayer, he could be the one caught out here now. Slayer, yeah, they might even be able to get the nullifier come through. Look at this, Slayer's just going to go down. And Denotteric, he just gets that immediately nullifier out, and immediately the 3-man TP, 4-man TP up to the high ground. They might want to try and make 5-man. They get a kill on the bottom lane. Trying to maybe catch Lucas out. Was there the vision there from the side of the Dire? There's not. They only see the Rubik now. Arrow on the creeps. Blizzy as well. But Lucas, he'd already backed himself away to the high ground. Has this double damage rune. Going to be able to get himself close to a Glepnir.
Radiant's courier.
I say close. He's still about 500 and something gold away. He's Bignum with the Blink Dagger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rocket Flare comes out. BB in the trees, though. He's going to be there. And no chase. YNT, they just want to back themselves away. Weaver. Telepathy is completed. Nullifies up. He's got this Aegis. He wants to go towards the Daedalus as well. It's going to be so much damage he's putting out. See, his courier is dead. So it's going to take... I mean, his courier is dead. It doesn't really matter. Because by the time he's got the farm, the courier is back alive. And he'll be able to fly it in. What can YNT do here, though? Just trying to find themselves some neutrals. Cleaning up on BB. And they are staying grouped up. Igor's looking for that split push out to the best of his ability. Checking the net worth, though, as well, little Shrek. So he's made a bit of a recovery, but he's still going to be about 4k behind the Weaver. Lina even going to be about 5k behind. This is so hard for YNT to try and find a fight, because Rise, it just seems like they're finding the control.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Every single time. We've got, again, the Crimson Guard coming out, the Pipe coming out. So both physical as well as the magical damage here. Just going to be dealt with just by the utility of Blizzy. So, Donazaric stepping up to the high ground. They've got a catapult here as well. What can YNT do to get this engage off? Dino doesn't care. Well, the Walrus Punch does come through. They're going to catch him in the Sakuchi. High shots now as well, but he's going to be forced out forwards. And Dino, he gets the time lapse. The lasso comes up. They're going to be able to catch him on the Snapfire. Snapfire is going to be punished from this. The hook shot comes through onto the backlines as well. Archangel will go down. Ego trapped in the cogs. They trade off the Snapfire, that position 3 Snapfire for a Clockwork. And at least the high ground with the Ice Shards, with Igor being able to put out all of his kit. Lina with the Dragon Slave, the right-click damage coming through. This high ground is going to be fairly hard to break. You know, if the Snapfire sits back, starts to rain down the Mortimer cases as well as the Scatter Blast, the creeps don't even get onto the high ground before they're swept up. Which means that Rise have to be careful about the hero as well, because it doesn't take too long for YNT to go through a wave at all. Blizzy just back into the jungle looking for farm. It's going to be the heart. Oh, did he stop the Lotus, or is that just a casual plate mail? It looks like, because he's got a decent chunk of gold here, 3.7k gold, it looks like he just wants to go straight into the heart. And you thought he was hard to kill before? Wait until he's sitting on about 5k health. The Centaur, he's going to be a big tanky beast. Nope, he's going to go for a Hex. Nope, it's going to be the heart. He needs to make his mind up. Yeah, with the gold he has. Donazaric, though, pushing onto the tier 3. It will go down. Still has that Aegis for about 30 seconds. So wants to use it to the maximum potential here, Donazaric. Wraithband, if he sells that Wraithband and takes this next creep wave down, he should have the gold for the Daedalus.
Do it with flair.
As you can see, the Archangel, he's hanging back. He's looking for that hook in. And yeah, okay, Dino. He sells it off, going to be able to get himself over to the secret chop after this creep wave, or even, is his courier still over there? It is. Yeah, that's the Daedalus completion now for the Weaver. Smoke out from the side of YNT. Let's see if they're going to be able to catch anyone, because that Aegis, so they've got the timing on the Aegis, but with the base, yeah, you can see the pings coming out here from the side of Rise. They can see that the barracks is being pushed in on, and no one's back to defend it.
Boom, there
So
it goes.
YNT, they are looking for the smoke, and Rise know this. And you can see them just playing around this wall's vision, playing around the high ground, making sure that nobody can get jumped on the side of Rise. And all the, after so long, YNT, they're just going to have to go back and defend the base. Otherwise, they're probably going to lose this range rack, because Donazaric can just keep pushing in. Yeah, and look at it. The damage coming through here onto the buildings. Dino's going to be able to pick this one up. As Weaver now going to go back for the Satanic Bignum. How's he looking in terms of items and in terms of farm? It's not great for YNT supports. He wants to be going towards that Axe, but he's only got a Blink Brown Boots. Omni Knight, even worse. Mana Boots and a 4-staff. So defensively, Omni Knight is set up to protect his teammates. But yeah, no, at the minute it's just not going right for them, and Rise really taking the game to YNT. I'll hold my hands up, say I was wrong. Rise able to clear through. Oh, backline's clockwork. 4-man smoke. They're going to see the LSA now as well. Dodo, do they try and break this onto the high ground though? It comes out, BKB good abuse. Igor, he can't get the split off. The hook shot comes through. Stunned onto Lena. Lena, the lasso now as well. The control they have onto Lucas. He might be able to get this kill. He's just going to stand, right click him down, and they do the Laguna Blade. Comes out onto Dodrin, but it doesn't secure the kill. And now Dino takes down BB, chases on. They're going to be able to get the root to get the kill onto Big Num. He's just going to be called. That was the last chance saloon there for YNT, and they just could not pull it off.
Radiant victory.
So, Rise, they take this first game looking fairly comfortable as well, up against Alina, up against the Lesh, who, two of the strongest heroes in the meta at the minute, and Rise just say, what? Who cares? You know, they have their own meta, and they're just going to be able to deal with them. So, taking a look through, as we get through into the scoreboard, yeah, 14 kills on Nozric. He was what? 3 kills onto Doran. So it all came down to this Weaver impact, really. Yeah, 3 kills onto Archangel. They've got the assists as well. Doran with 19 assists, 3 kills. 3 kill. Everybody apart from Dino rocking the 3 kills. And only on the side of YNT, 3 onto Lucas and BB sitting on 2. So you can see that even Igor, he had a bad time up against the bat in the mid lane. He didn't really find the farm. He was shut down. There was some good rotations through on the side of Rise. And all of a sudden, Igor is just in the mud. He has to catch up on the Bloodstone. Doesn't even get a BKB because he has to go back for the Sanjin Kaya for extra survivability. The damage output there as well. But Blizzy, with that early pipe going into the Crimson Guard, you know, YNT could not fight into that. So they've got to book up their ideas into the second game because Rise looked really strong, really in control in this first game. Blizzy going for the heart. You see the net worth difference as well between Dino and Lucas. 24k to 17k. And yeah, the damage was just adding up and up and up. What was the building damage, actually? Lucas got 950 building damage on the side of YNT. Nobody else on the side of YNT did it. And that was kind of the issue as well. That while the Lina is in the jungle, trying to find that farm, you're trying to build herself up, Igor should be the one doing the tower damage. And he just couldn't get close to anything because every time he did, there was a jump on from the side of Rise. They had that lockdown. Really good telekinesis into Centaur Stomp combo in the rotations in the lane. And the hook shots coming in as well. Igor just got locked down, could not get close to a building on the side of the Radiant. And Rise, they just absolutely demolished the side of YNT. So that is going to be it for game number 1, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to see if YNT, can they book up their ideas, or Rise, are they going to be steamrolling through this one in the second game? We'll see you after the break.